think that the young players turning pro right now are really coming into their own, and and I think they're hungry enough to really start to win, and no longer fear the great players from Korea and Japan and Europe and whatnot, and realize that as Americans they can really go out and win too. So I think it's coming, and what I've seen of some of the young ones, it's going to be a great tour.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the schedule has gotten so much better domestically. Mike Wan's done a very good job of that in a tough economy. So we're going to see even more domestic events next year. And I don't know, I just think the tour needs to do a better job of introducing its players to the general public. Even the American players, people just don't know them very well.
Yeah.
And there has to be a better way of getting recognition of these players through the tour.
Yeah,
I agree.
I know the game has become global, and it's wonderful. That's, we want to grow the game and stretch it out. But I do think we should still, when we're in the States, concentrate on letting, USA know our players.
Yeah.
We know, they want us to know, all of the players, which, I get, but I think we need the tour to also get back and concentrating on getting the American players out there, here on our home turf. I know it's global, and I'm happy that it's global, and it's fun to watch these new countries come and be involved. Because in our day it was just Canada. We had a couple, and
Well, that's the thing. When I came on tour, it was Sally Little and myself, Chaco, and then Ayako, and Sandra Post. And that was it.
That was it.
Everybody else was all American.
all American, and they were fighting for their recognition.
Yeah.
Now we need to fight a little bit more for our young American players to have their recognition out there again.
Well, I always thought it should have been, and I'm sure, and I know I got a lot of trouble with it, I always thought it should have been a 50-50 tour. It should be 50 American and then 50 international. Because I felt that way. I mean, it is the host country, it's all their money, it's all their sponsors. And what my concern is that if you're a young American girl, 16 years old, you're going to have homework, you're going to have boyfriends, you're going to have, school, as well as everything else. Whereas a lot of the international players, they're turning pro at 16 and all they do is golf. Yeah. So they're not having anything else in their life. And how does an American girl compete with that? It's very difficult.
Very hard. Yep. They pluck them early now in some of these, these foreign countries, and they just concentrate and focus all their energy, all their time. Their hands are bleeding, and and our girls, we want them to be well-rounded. We want them to experience a lot of things, but the sacrifice to be great is you got to give up some of this stuff and concentrate on making the putts.
I mean, none of us probably had a normal childhood.
No.
You're not going to.
No, no.
But I think we probably always wanted to play and win. I mean, since I can remember, I wanted to play and win. And I mean, there was desire. Yeah. And I remember being in high school and telling my boyfriend, I'm going to go practice. And he's like, why? I'm like, because I want to win. And so he broke up with me because I wanted to play golf and not hang out with him. But I had a path that I was following that I wanted to do. And we need to get our young players on that path that, golf is a great game. Get out there and play it, enjoy it. But, how do you get them to focus on it being a career?